Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is November 16th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. Let's maximize this quarterly chart, resize this, and zoom in. Whoa, again, like I said, the SPY is still hot. You know, the SPY got over 600 here. And all is pulled back a little bit back below that. Kind of expect that. We'll see a little bit of a closer look at that on the lower time frames and all. But we're still looking pretty good, you know, for the year and all. So that's what I see there. Getting a little doji formed up here below an R3, and like I had said the last time, is very seldom you see the SPY go to an R3. But it is possible by the end of the year we may end up being closing above an R3, and that's what I see. It's only now it's $25 away, you know, from actually doing that. It's still possible. It still can happen even after what we've seen this week. You know, it's just noise. All right, let's go down here to this monthly chart and see what we see here on this monthly chart. We still have a green month, and all even after the pullback, we was above a quarterly R2. We actually no, that's a quarterly R1. These pivots that got kind of wide. Quarterly R1, we just pulled back below that and all, but we still have a higher low and a higher high here on this monthly chart, so, and we are above the 9 moving average, so we're still looking very bullish here on this monthly chart. Let's go down to this weekly chart and see what we see here. On this weekly chart, we can see we had a big red week. We actually pulled back half of that previous week where the market went crazy, that election week and all. So nothing crazy. You know, we've had bigger red weeks in the past, so that this is nothing crazy, you know. So don't get too excited about the pullback and all. It's just a normal pullback. The market does not go straight up and all. And in this case, we still have a higher high and a higher low, but it's just a red candle. It is giving you a warning sign. We do have a bearish piercing pattern at the top in the right location. The thing is, will we don't get any follow through and you end up giving all your profit back that you made during this week, which you probably already have done, you know, because again, you probably didn't get into this thing until it broke maybe this high, and now it's back down to that high, testing this level again. The question is, will we get a bounce somewhere around here in this level, somewhere above, you know, this R1 level here before going lower, or without going lower and not coming back down to this pivot and bounce? That'd be like worst case for me if it even goes that low. Don't expect that, but it could. It could actually reverse down and go actually lower, you know, come all the way back down here and test this 50 moving average. You know, something like that crazy could happen. But the thing is, the warning sign has been given, you know, and that's what you have to pay attention to on the weekly time frame. All right, let's go down to the daily time frame and see what we see here. On the daily time frame, this is where we got these crazy gaps up. Again, these gaps need to be filled. They don't need to be filled, but then if you look in the past, a lot of times these gaps are filled. The question will on the SPY, will the SPY come all the way back down to this level before it goes any higher and all? That's the big question. The other question is that people should ask, did it give me a warning that something like this was getting ready to happen? Yes, it did. You know, it gave you a red candle up here at the top. It had made an all-time high, another all-time high, but it gave you a red candle, and then the following day it gave you a lower high and a lower low. Okay, now you need to tighten up your stop a little bit once that happened. And you didn't get the confirmation that most people like, but your confirmation came this day, you know, and you should have been stopped out that day based on most of our trading plans and our trading strategies. We should have been stopped out of our trades at that time. You know, it would have saved us from this big downward push here, you know, another $10 lower and all on your position. You know, and that's how, again, if you got good trading plans, good trading strategies, and you're pretty disciplined about following that, again, this is just noise. And again, if you actually flip your hat and went short, you made back any money that you may have lost on this little pullback up here at the top. And that's what it's all about, reading the charts and looking at these charts every week. And it gets to where it actually training your brain to see that the stuff that actually happens, how it actually happens. And that's all I really want to share at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.